All right, well, maybe it's because of the cold or a desire for a lower cost of living, but people are flocking to the South in droves. Over 1.3 million people moved to the South last year, making it the fastest growing region in the nation. In fact, this has been happening since 2018. Now, meanwhile, the Northeast and the Midwest are losing hundreds of thousands. Last year, 91,000 New Yorkers moved to Florida, the largest factors being people looking for a better quality of life and a lower cost of living. But those out searching for a better quality of life may be disappointed as the housing crisis is reaching new heights across America, and the middle class is getting squeezed out. From dwindling inventory to skyrocketing home values and interest rates, people are having a hard time finding a home they can afford. In just the last 5 years, the housing options for middle-class Americans has been slashed in half. Back in 2018, people making $75,000 or less could afford about 50% of home listings. In 2023, the same group can only afford about 23% of available homes. Now, some local governments are taking notice. In Boulder, Colorado, for example, and Bend, Oregon, cities are launching programs to help middle-income people buy a home with a down payment assistance program. And in New York City, a handful of homeowners will be granted up to $395,000 to build either a tiny home, carriage house, even an in-law suite on their property to support growing multi-generational families. Let's welcome now Dan Riccotto, finance professor at the University of San Diego. Dan, I love talking with you about stuff like this. I have friends in the housing market now. I've witnessed this firsthand. It is a challenge. But are these programs we outlined a sustainable answer? They certainly aren't happening everywhere. So if not, what needs to change in the market to open up some opportunities for the middle class?
Yeah, hi, Kel. Thanks for having me. As you said, prices up, rates up, inventory down. It's that trifecta of pain. To your point, I don't think that these programs, by and large, are going to solve the problem. Great ideas. And they'll foster some new ideas as well, but by and large, they're not going to solve the problem. The problem really is, as you said, affordability. We need more supply, and we need rates to come down a bit, and we need incomes to go up. Those three things together help to solve the problem. But in the meantime, these creative little ideas about the ADUs, for example, in your backyard, or the in-law suite that you described, they can all help the problem, and cities should be encouraged to try them. But by and large, we need national policy to fix the issue.
All right. So in terms of long-term impacts of the situation we are witnessing right now, and I apologize, Dan, we're short on time. We've got about 30 seconds. What do you see these long-term impacts being?
Yeah, well, at the end of the day, as we said, we really need more supply. We need to make houses more affordable. Right now, it's sort of like Game of Thrones out there, right? For buyers who Game of Thrones, or buyers who are trying to get into the market. We need a combination of rates coming down. We need a combination of supply coming on board. That will solve the problem long term. All these other ideas, creative, innovative, they can help. They're not going to solve the problem.
All right. Always fascinating to prick your brain. Dan Riccotto, thank you for joining us.
Thanks, Kel.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.